So, got the wagon on the road, drove it actually a while. I actually ate up about 5 gallons of fuel because I about ran out one of the times because obviously E85 burns a lot quicker than regular gas, and I don't have a gas gauge on it yet, so I drove it a few miles down to Cars and Coffee. That was all cool. I knew there was a small like oil leak and then coolant leak. The coolant leak was coming from the oil cooler, that U line that goes to the oil cooler. I tried to cut it and just shorten it, but there's like small size pinhole right at the end, so it's still leaking. Uh, but I already had that hose on order, so I already have it. I just had to put it on. I just have to put it on. The other thing, it developed oil leak. Guessing it's engine oil because it's coming from behind the actual flywheel. So therefore, it's the rear main. But tranny has to come out for that. Probably the whole motor actually, because it's so tight that I can't just drop the tranny out. I probably have to pull both of them, but if I unplug everything, I can drop it from the bottom since I have it on the lift. I just have to get to it and then just replace the rear main. I think what happened was when I put it on, I didn't push it far in enough, so it stuck out just enough to where the flywheel itself rubbed on it and obviously caused the leak. Because I look in through there because I don't have that bottom cover. If I look down through there, it's like touching. So that's that. Other than that, I mean, it seems to be driving really good. Uh, no check engine lights in the times that I've driven. I've probably driven it about 40 minutes total time from my house to the Cars and Coffee. Then from there I went to my brother's, and then I drove out to lake that we have. That's probably, it might have been an hour's worth of time because it's probably about 30 minutes from my house to the Cars and Coffee, 15 to my brother's, and another 30 to that lake, then back home. So probably over an hour driving. The only issue I'd had, other than the leaks, was running out of fuel, which I barely made it to the gas station because not all gas stations have E85. And I knew there was one on the way, I just didn't think it would happen, like, because it was like a mile down from where the gas station was, where it started sputtering and stuff. So I just coasted it and made it just fine. But yeah, like I said, I have it on the lift now. I'm gonna pull the motor and tranny and do that rear main seal, fix that leak while it's out, and I'm gonna take the axles apart and actually send them in to just have them done. That way, hopefully by the end of this month or sometime beginning of next month, I have the new axles back to me, put it together, because they do have a slight vibration. If I'm just driving it, you can't feel it, but if I happen to get on it, like on the highway or something like that, then you definitely feel the vibration. So before I actually like mess something up from all the vibration, crack a case or something stupid, just because I didn't want to take them apart and stuff, I'm trying to avoid that. I was just gonna wait till I pull the tranny out, because I gotta pull the tranny out, put the LSD on it. But that was gonna wait, but I'd rather just do it now. Now I can get it tuned even if it's just on a one wheel, because it's not LSD, so only one wheel works. But on the dyno, it should be enough to get it running right. So I'm gonna do that. Send the axles out to get made. Hopefully they're back before, like I said, sometime at the end of this month or beginning of next month. That way I still have time to get it tuned and drive it and enjoy it. Maybe take it to race a couple times, just see how it does, and then when I do the LSD, see the difference that it actually makes. And then maybe, hopefully, eventually, if I find the right rear end that I'm looking for, then I'll go all-wheel drive. But that's completely like end of next year, maybe. Hopefully, if I find the right stuff. So stay tuned. I'll try to do a POV, point of view, on doing all that stuff, pulling the motor and doing the main seal, taking the axles apart, all that. But stay tuned for that. Not sure when I'll get to it, but for sure the axles will come off tomorrow. That way I could get them measured out, sent out. That way, obviously, the sooner I get them to them, the sooner I'll hopefully get them back. Hopefully they're not backed up with a bunch of shit to do. So yeah, like I said, just stay tuned, and there's a lot more coming on this and other cool projects. But so here's the axle. It's all taken apart. As you can see, they require for me to send out both the star at this end and then this other star, which one is outer, one's inner, obviously, but gotta box it up, get it ready to go, and send it out tomorrow. Hopefully turnaround's fairly quick. We'll see. But so I'm gonna do a little update on the wagon. Like I said previously, axles have been sent out, heard back. They should be back this month, maybe. But in the meantime, I had that rear main oil leak as well. So I got the motor pulled. I got the tranny on my stand, my table, whatever. I might just take it apart, do the Type R LSD that I have. I know fourth gear synchro is grinding, so I'm gonna see how that is. If might as well order it. If I was gonna order, I might just order OEM for now. Then if I get different LSD, then I'll put her on and redo the whole tranny, or just do a different tranny. But I figured it's gonna be out, probably be smart. If not, it's gonna be a one-wheeler, and that's boring. So yeah, I'll show you guys what I got going on here with the wagon now. Gonna start tearing it apart. You could do the Type R LSD here. Then that should be good. I'm waiting on my rear main seal because it was leaking. I'm not sure if it was leaking on the outside or on the crank side, because the crank seal didn't look bad, but I'm not sure. It might have just been too loose on this side. So when I put it back together, it's going back in with some Indian glue on the outside to keep it from leaking, and then I'll push it in some more because I believe it was also hitting on the flywheel, so it wasn't sealing on this last lip very good right here. But we'll see. Yeah, like I said, engine's out. I'll take the time to do a couple other little stuff while it's out. But yeah, that's what's going on with the wagon. Hopefully, plan is to have it back up and ready before Ice Cream Cruise. That way I could possibly get it tuned before Ice Cream Cruise. Now I could actually run it, but fingers crossed. But for now, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what the best part about the whole project